starting to drop them because I deleted it because it was a bad picture. It was blurry and stuff.
Okay.
But it's loose. And it's brown. Because he's on Rowdy Bush crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves it. But he's not pooping the food out. It's just coming out brown running.
He has basically a staph infection, okay, and we're seeing a lot of, I mean, when we think of our intestines, okay, regardless of species, dog, cat, bird, cow, you want to see an equal number of several different species of bacteria. Okay, in other words, the thought is that there's more bacteria in us than there are cells that make us. Okay, so we're no longer, we used to think of ourselves as just, men and cows and horses. Well, these days, because of what we understand about the microbiome that lives in each of us, we're all a large ecosystem. Okay, well, it turns out that our buddy's ecosystem here is basically just chock full of 90% are staph. Okay, they're just large staphylococcus type organisms. As to what species, I really cannot tell you, but we have a term for that called small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which we call SIBO for short. And usually what we'll do is we'll experiment with an antibiotic. Sometimes culturing them might work, but cultures take a week or more to get here and cost more than $100. And I know you well enough to know that you probably cannot afford that test at this point in time. Tell me if I'm wrong. We can test it. Okay.
My daughter had told me to let her know how much it was going to cost when I bring them in.
Well, let's do this. We'll try this antibiotic first, and we'll try to narrow down the type of problems that we're having and the types of bacteria that are in there. If by next week we're still having the same problem, we can culture and send it off then.
Diarrhea, you mean?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll.
Because it should be, you said, black and white droppings, right?
You're right. It should be.
That's what it used to be.
It should be a certain part that's urate, a certain part that's poop, and a certain part that basically has just got some fluid and stuff in it. And you should be able to measure all three of those as far as a percentage goes in every normal bird dropping. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing normal bird droppings.
No, I had to clean the entire cage, the tray, the bottom of the cage, the whole thing needed cleaning because of the poop and the paper was liquidy and full of the runs of the brown poop, and and there was a little string going across one of the bottom of the bars. I said, that's a poop line right there. That's dried up, But he's not getting around the cage good. I mean, it's like he doesn't know how to control his tail feathers to get down, and he don't know how to.
I think he's got pretty much a very serious colitis and cloacitis. Just that whole area feels like he's got Montezuma's revenge. So whenever he moves, Montezuma's revenge is a nickname they give the people who drink the water in Mexico and end up having the runs.
Oh.
Okay. I've never had to explain that in 20 years. That's funny. Okay, so we're going to try this antibiotic. Chances are it's going to make a difference, okay? And then we'll see what happens from there. You should be seeing some more solid stools. Today's Thursday. By the end of the weekend. If Monday we're not seeing any difference at all, then let me know, okay? There's a chance I might be able to see you sooner than next Thursday. We'll see what happens.
I got it. Yeah. Miss Queen Bee got my finger.
Ouch.
Yeah. That's the scar. And she got me between this ring and another ring I had on and got me right there. I'm like, But anyway, she has been giving me so many problems. I'm going to ask you something. I'm only asking you because I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't trust nobody with her because of the way she is. She bites. She's this. She's that. I just want you to take her. I can't deal with her anymore.
Right now, I'm more or less kind of homeless. Okay?
What?
I'm serious. I'm in the middle of a divorce. My life is pretty much in a complete uproar. I've got this once thought to be very sweet person in my life turned out to be someone rather evil. Okay, so I'm having to deal with the side effects of that. And so I'm looking for a place, but unfortunately until I get back on my feet again, I'm kind of at a loss. My monkey and my cat are pretty much taxing me to the limit. I'm having a hard time keeping them fed with the way things are going between hospitals and stuff. So I have to decline on one of my favorite eclectuses.
I'm gonna show you what she's doing. This is what she's doing. Okay, here's one picture. Video I took a scar.
All right, here you are looking at a very chewy and very fun over 20-year-old cockatiel, and this cockatiel's in for ain't doing right, ADR, and also we have some signs of diarrhea. If you look down here, you can actually see at the vent there's quite a bit of loose stool. We've not lost too much weight. We still have a little bit of muscle in our keel and so forth, but this bird definitely is not having a good time moving around. I went ahead and did a fecal sample. Our fecal sample shows that we are chock full of, like, greater than 90%. There's large Staphylococcus organisms in the stool. So we're going to try an antibiotic for a few days and see if this makes a difference in this bird's overall health. And if it doesn't, then we're going to do a culture. All right, so that's where we're at as of now. She does have some arthritis in her toes whenever she tries to move. Or I'm trying to be sexist here.
Man.
Well, Eva, I'm not that cocky.
Oh, pee. It's okay. It's okay. Pee.
There you go.
But, and then she in February, she started feather plucking.
Okay.
I went into the room, okay?